will be tested early at Camp Randall, hosting Alabama in Madison for the first time in nearly 100 years. The Badgers will hit the road in conference play twice in October and November, but host Minnesota and the battle for Paul Bunyan's axe. Overall, it will be the 134th meeting in the rivalry, the most played series in FBS history. Now, year two under Luke Fickell, and a major move this offseason was landing transfer quarterback Tyler Van Dyke from Miami. Sam, what does the addition of Tyler Van Dyke mean for this team?
Well, it means that he needs to be consistent. Tyler Van Dyke got benched last year based off of a 4-game stretch, which he threw 5 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Miami lost many of those games last year, and it's like, okay, how do we get over the hump? The first 4 games, there was consistency. Man, 4-0. Undefeated. And then some of the interception problems started to occur. And so if you get the consistent level of performance and controlling where the ball goes, not turning it over, that'll allow you to lean on the run game and not put the ball in harm's way. So Tyler Van Dyke has to be consistent in order for Wisconsin to be competitive in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I think this is just another solid piece to the puzzle for Wisconsin. Remember, they went from transitioning from big boy power football, 22 personnel for the last 25 years to bringing in Phil Longo, spreading things out a little bit with an entirely different approach. So I think the piece of Tyler Van Dyke coming in, plus the added year in the offense, you go out and you get some better skill at the skill position spots, probably better than they have had in years past, because that's what you've got to have if you're going to run this offense. And there's a lot of familiarity from where he was at with Rhett Lashley initially at Miami, then Shannon Dawson at Miami, and now Phil Longo. So I think it's going to be a nice transition, and I agree with Coach Fickell. The fact that he's been through a lot, he's got thick skin, and he's older is going to pay dividends for the Badgers.
That adversity is everything. It makes you stronger. And Sam, a lot of conversation about that competitiveness. So how much more competitive will they be?
Yeah, I think they'll be more competitive this year, but the issue of identity for me is still at the forefront. For 25 years, to Luke's point, Wisconsin has been a physical run-the-ball football team. Guys like Braylon Allen at running back, right, just running people over. That was their identity, and all of a sudden, the identity's starting to change. But they're not fully there yet. So are you going to be this physical run-the-ball team, or what are you going to be? And the reason I ask that is because you play teams like Iowa, Penn State, Oregon. Those teams are in the back half of your schedule. So if you don't have an identity, it's going to be hard to find out really who you are when you're playing those teams on the back half and teams like Alabama on the front half. I think it'll be a difficult task for Wisconsin.
Sure.
Give me something. Try to shake around.